If you clicked on this video thinking that I'd actually illegally be driving this car before I pass my test, you're absolutely right, it's to come. Hi, I am so excited to finally be doing a drive with me. When it was my birthday last September, I was like, I'm gonna nail driving. I'm gonna be on the road, cruising around in my car by December. 5 failed theory tests and 4 failed driving tests later, and here we are. I have my car, but no license yet. My second driving test, I failed because I didn't beep my horn at 2 kids on the pavement to warn them not to cross because I was about to turn into the side road. As if it's my job to warn them not to cross. Like, no, children, use what they taught you at school. Put them skills to work, you know. Stop, look, listen. If there's a car coming, stay on the pavement. Oh, technically I should have already passed my test, but apparently I'm supposed to honk my horn at random children on the pavement. Sounds familiar, right? Except I should be driving a white van. Logic. I don't know why I'm putting my seatbelt on, I can't drive. But I have my test tomorrow at 10:15 in the morning, so we'll see how that goes anyway. Whoa. Hear that baby purr. Oh, cringe. I decided it would be a lot more enjoyable if I got my mum in the car and didn't tell her and just started driving to see a reaction. Aww. We're gonna take...
Put that back.
Nope.
Millie, what? You're not bloody like you should front of you. How are you going to get that back in?
We'll find a way. Did you think it had broken?
No, I just think you're half wit for going off the driving it.
You almost had a heart attack.
You're not funny. Get it back on the drive.
We're such edgy teens.
What's that mean?
Does that mean if you... Oh, I've got a spot there. Hey Siri, call Childline.
Sorry, I'm having trouble with the connection.
Me when a date goes wrong. Cindy tweeted me asking, what secret skills do you have? Nobody tweeted me, but I just want to show you this new skill. Here's some lock picking tools.
Skill.
Shut up. Can you give me encouragement? Like, you can do it.
You can do it.
Thanks.
Oh. Fingers.
Okay, time for real talk now.
Whom should I call for you?
An ambulance. No, don't actually. Although something that scares me about driving is that you're literally trusting everyone. So I literally have to trust every other driver to not slightly turn their steering wheel and crash into me and literally screw up the rest of my life. Kind of deep when you think about it like that, right? Yeah. Because you're literally in a metal thing with wheels going 60 miles an hour on a direct collision course to another metal thing with wheels also coming 60 miles an hour that you're missing by a few feet. Speaking of Uber drivers, I was in an Uber the other day and the car literally felt like it was going to break. It was on the motorway going way faster than the car could probably handle, and I was like, I don't know this driver and I just have to trust that he's not gonna kill me. And then I was just thinking about how much things have changed, and I started to think about like cell phones and mobile phones and stuff, and I was like, imagine traveling back in time like 150 years ago and having your iPhone and showing it to someone and being like, this is an iPhone, this single thing can connect you to anyone in the entire world in a few seconds for basically free, and you can have a conversation. Also, you can be entertained for hours on this phone and access a thing called Google, which tells you an answer to any question in the world that you might have. Basically, Google your question and you'll get the answer in literally seconds to anything. My mum's lived her life with and without Google. I wonder what she thinks. You're here because I have a question. I was just talking about Google and how weird it is, right? But you have like experienced life without Google whatsoever, without any internet, and then you've experienced it with Google as well. Do you not find it like mind-blowing?
I see people on television like yesterday in Bake Off, and I'm like, well, who are they?
Yeah.
So I Google it and I can find out exactly who they are, if they're an actor or a singer or everything. Before Google, you'd have just thought, who are they? So
Stephen Hawking's recently died and I'm so sad about that. I literally love that guy so much. I'm acting like I knew him as a friend. Like, yeah, we hung out every Saturday, maybe we like got a cheeky Nando's together or whatever. No, don't say that. And then I read his book, which is called A Brief History of Time, because I'm really into space, relativity, everything like that I absolutely love. So I read his book and I was mind blown by it all. It was written so well and I was like, this guy is literally incredible, so I love him. Overpopulation is genuinely such a concern and no one seems to care. And he was also saying how recently human population growth has become exponential, which means that it increases by the same percentage every year, and that's a high percentage. Put into figures, the population doubles every 40 years at the minute, and that's probably going to get faster. But at this rate, by 2600, which actually isn't that far away, like it's a few hundred years, right? Earth will be so densely populated that the population will literally be standing shoulder to shoulder. Like, there will be no room. And he said that we need to leave Earth, I think he said in the next 30 years or so, which isn't an issue if we can actually do that. But where do we actually go? And how much is life going to change? Because reasonably, the thing that's closest to us that we'd probably move to is the moon. But obviously, it doesn't have sufficient oxygen levels. The gravity's different. There's a lot of little complications there, which means that humans would have to, like, artificially adapt to it, like wear suits and all that kind of stuff. Like, in England, we think that if someone lives up north compared to down south, they're far away. But imagine having a friend that lives on the moon or something. And it sounds stupid, like it seems like that would never happen, but it literally is gonna happen. A big chunk of the population need to leave this planet soon, because if they don't, we're gonna be screwed, because we're using up the resources as it is. Our generation, so 1990s to like 2003, I'd probably say, are the luckiest generation, right? Because, so our mum's generation didn't have social media like we did. They kind of struggled. They didn't have Google. They had to go to school and learn from textbooks. And the new generation right now have social media, in my opinion, way too early. Like, from the ages of 4, they're watching YouTube, and Toys R Us is shutting down and all this kind of stuff. Like, their actual childhood, like playing out, going to the park and stuff, isn't as common, and that's really sad. Like, it's kind of been taken away. But our generation, in my opinion anyway, this is completely just my opinion, I feel like we were that perfect balance. We got that childhood where we'd leave our house, we probably didn't have a phone at age like 7, 8, so we'd have to literally go and physically knock on our friend's house and go out and play on the park or whatever, and also a Playboy as well. But then when we were old enough, when we like entered high school / like a few years into high school, we got into like our iPhones. iPhones became like a bigger thing. I mean, again, this is just my age, you probably experienced it, like give or take a few years. We had iPhones to then go onto social media and to have access to Google to like help us with homework and whatever we wanted to find out. Like, we literally have Google. If you want to learn a new language, you can go onto Google and learn that language very quick if you put in enough effort. This is a kind of funny, mind-blowing one, but you know how DNA tests are becoming kind of like a trend to do? Like, YouTubers will do a DNA test to find out their heritage and all that kind of thing. I told my mum, and I was like, let's see if this has an issue with it, because imagine if you're saying to your mum, I'm gonna do a DNA test, and she's like, no, you're not, bad idea, don't do that. And then you find out you're adopted, because you get your results and it's like, your dad's called Gerald and he's from Sweden. You're like, that's not the dad that I knew. I want to laugh, but I know I shouldn't. Oops. Future history classes in school are going to be so fun. Like, imagine learning about this generation, going onto Twitter and like the history of memes and stuff. Like, what? This channel's gone through a lot of phases, right? It started off as a gymnastics channel. We'll not talk about that phase. Then he went on to typical 2013 YouTube, which was this or that tag, common white girl tag, the most boring stage of YouTube looking back, but at the time I enjoyed doing it. Then I turned into a reaction channel, and then I got onto like testing weird things on this channel, and I've enjoyed all of those phases so much, and that's why I did them. However, I think now is the time for this channel to enter a new phase, and I hope you guys will stand by me with it. But this channel is going to become something a little bit different, and I'm excited for it. I know it's something that I have to do because it's what I want to do. This channel, I kind of want to have quite a few ongoing series on it of different things and have it very diverse. A paranormal series where me and my friends will go and explore the most haunted hotels in London, and then even maybe exploring mental asylums if it evolves that much. I hope so, that'd be really cool. Also maybe a lie detector series with different people in it. Podcasts are genuinely something that might happen in the future, like legit podcasts like on iTunes and Spotify kind of thing. But I also want to do a different kind of version of podcast, which is just mukbangs, where like I eat and talk and stuff. It sounds so weird when I say it sounds like a kink when I say it like that, when it's like really not. But I'd want to do that with like friends, get different people involved, make it like a podcast where we spill really interesting stories about each other, where we talk about YouTube, whatever, but we like eat whilst doing it, so it's as if you just kind of get to witness a normal conversation for us, if that makes sense. So yeah, my channel's gonna kind of take a turn, but I'm really looking forward to it. Like, I never want to do something just for views, because that's not gonna last long. That's just a temporary thing. I want to really build a connection with you guys. I have a vlog channel. Take a shot every time I've mentioned that on this channel. I'm literally not talking about it to promo it. I just want to talk about the channel itself. I'm not saying that's promo it. I just want to talk about the channel itself. I adore my vlog channel so much. I just appreciate the community on that channel. You guys are so loyal on that channel, and it actually like warms my heart so much. I cannot even begin to talk about it. It like makes me so happy because that channel is so personal. Skip to the verse. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? I'm trying to play this song. Yellow. Do you see this? And this? And that? I can't even wipe this as well. It's literally leaving grease stains. Hope you enjoyed this drive with me. Join me on my next one where I can hopefully drive legally.